Hello, my darlings. Joanna here. I want you to do something for me. Close your eyes for just a moment. Can you feel it? A warm breeze is kissing your skin. Perhaps you can hear the gentle lapping of waves on a distant shore, or the exciting, chaotic chatter of a bustling market in a city you have only ever dreamed of. This isn't just a fantasy, this is a possibility. This is your world, calling out to you with open arms. Many people believe that adventure is a luxury reserved for the very wealthy. Well, on this lovely day, September 9th, 2025, I tell you, that is simply not true. 2025 is brimming with potential, a fresh page to write a chapter of adventure and discovery. But Joanna, how could I possibly afford it? My budget is so small. I hear you. The secret? The life-changing parts of travel often have very little to do with money. It's about the connections you make, the kindness you encounter, the simple, profound joy of seeing the world with your own eyes. Let us embark on a little journey together, right here and now. I want to be your guide, your friendly companion. I'll show you how to unlock the globe without a king's ransom. We'll explore clever tricks and simple, practical tips to make your travel dreams real. The world is vast and glorious, snow-dusted peaks of the Himalayas, sun-drenched beaches of the Caribbean. It is filled with vibrant cultures, delicious foods, fascinating people waiting to share their stories with you. This is your personal invitation, your golden ticket. Are you ready? Let us begin. The flight! That first big hurdle, the one that often makes people stumble before they have even started. You search for a flight to a dream destination. The price that pops up makes your heart sink. But do not despair. Finding an affordable flight is a thrilling treasure hunt. I am going to give you the map. The first rule, be flexible. Shift your travel dates by a day or two and save. Flying on a Tuesday, Wednesday is usually cheaper than flying on a Friday, Sunday. Use flight comparison websites. They're your best friends when planning. Skyscanner, Google Flights, Momondo. Tip, always search in an incognito or private browser window. Sites can track searches and raise prices. Going incognito makes you a secret agent hunting deals. Don't fear a stopover. A layover can cut costs. Direct flights = convenient but pricier. One stop, two stops can be much cheaper. A layover can be a mini adventure. With a few hours, you can leave the airport. Imagine Istanbul, Amsterdam for a few hours, all because you chose a cheaper flight. Consider budget airlines. They've revolutionized travel. Ryanair, AirAsia, Southwest. You might pay extra for your luggage or a meal on board, but pack light and bring snacks. Huge savings. I once flew London to Morocco for less than the price of a nice dinner. Know the rules and play the game. Smart packing and planning = fly across continents for pocket money. It is absolutely marvelous. Now that you have cleverly secured your affordable flight, where will you rest your weary head after a long day of exploring? The thought of expensive hotels can be daunting, but I am here to tell you that there are so many wonderful and much cheaper alternatives. One of my absolute favorite ways to stay is in a hostel. Please erase any grim images you might have in your mind. Modern hostels in 2025 are fantastic. They are clean, they are safe, they are incredibly social places. You can choose a bed in a shared dormitory for a very low price, or often book a private room for much less than a hotel would charge. Another absolutely splendid option is to use websites like booking.com or Agoda, but with a little twist. Instead of looking for hotels, filter your search to show guest houses or homestays. This is where you can stay in a room in a local family's home. It is incredibly affordable. It is a golden opportunity to experience the local culture firsthand. Your hosts will often give you the best tips on where to eat. They might even invite you to share a meal with them. Have you ever heard of house sitting? It is one of travel's best-kept secrets. Simply genius. Use trusted websites like Trusted House Sitters to find people going on holiday who need someone to look after their home, and perhaps their pets. In exchange for watering their plants and feeding their cat, you get to stay in their home for free. Imagine having a whole apartment in Paris or a lovely little cottage in the English countryside all to yourself for weeks at a time, without paying a single penny for accommodation. Finally, for the truly adventurous souls among you, there is couch surfing. A community of travelers offering a spare bed or a couch in their home to other travelers, completely for free. The idea is built on kindness and cultural exchange. It's more than a free place to sleep. It's about making a new friend in a new city. It is the ultimate way to travel on a budget and collect stories, not just souvenirs. One of the greatest joys of traveling is, without a doubt, the food. The explosion of new flavors, the wonderful smells, the vibrant colors. But eating out for every meal can quickly drain your travel funds. Fear not, my hungry adventurers, for you can eat like a king or queen without spending a fortune. The number one rule is simple: eat where the locals eat. If you see a restaurant full of tourists, it is likely to be overpriced and not very authentic. Walk a block or two away from the main square, down a little side street, and look for a small, busy place filled with local people. That is where you will find the real magic. Street food is your best friend. In many parts of the world, especially in Asia, South America, the Middle East, the most delicious and authentic food is found on the street. From tasty noodle soups in Vietnam to delicious tacos in Mexico, street food stalls offer incredible meals for just a few coins. It is fresh, it is fast, and it is a fantastic way to sample a huge variety of local dishes. Another wonderful way to save money and have a truly lovely experience is to visit local markets. I adore markets. They are a whirlwind of activity, color, and sound. Here you can buy fresh seasonal fruit, local cheeses, warm bread. You can put together a magnificent picnic to enjoy in a local park or by a river. Plus, you get to interact with the vendors, practice a few words of the local language, and feel like a part of the community. It is a simple pleasure that feels utterly luxurious. Once you have arrived in your destination, you will want to explore every corner. But you know, taxis and private tours can be terribly expensive. The secret to navigating a new place on a budget is to embrace public transport. It is not just a way to get from A to B, it is an adventure in itself. Hopping on a local bus, a clattering tram, a speedy underground train, you will see real neighborhoods, not just the tourist hotspots. It is often incredibly cheap, and you can usually buy a day pass or a multi-trip card for even better value. It is efficient, it is authentic, and well, it is part of the fun. Walking is, of course, the best and cheapest way to get around, and it is my absolute favorite. There is no better way to truly discover a place than on your own 2 feet. You can wander down tiny alleyways, stumble upon hidden gardens. So pack a comfortable pair of shoes, my darlings. They are the most important travel accessory you will ever own. Get a little bit lost. Some of the best discoveries are made when you take a wrong turn. In many cities, especially in Europe and parts of Asia, renting a bicycle is a fantastic option. It is faster than walking, so you can cover more ground. Many cities now have excellent bike-sharing schemes where you can rent a bike for a very small fee for short journeys. Imagine cycling along the canals of Amsterdam through the parks of Copenhagen. It makes you feel less like a tourist and more like a local, gliding through the city with the wind in your hair. For longer distances, the journey itself becomes part of the adventure. Some people think that to have an amazing travel experience, you need to pay for an expensive tour or a fancy attraction. I'm here to tell you that is absolute nonsense. The most memorable moments of my travels have often been the ones that were completely free. One of the best things you can do in any new city is simply to join a free walking tour. Many cities have them, led by enthusiastic local guides who work for tips. You only pay what you feel the tour was worth. It is a brilliant way to get your bearings, learn the history and culture, and get fantastic local recommendations. Nature is the world's greatest attraction, and it does not charge an entrance fee. Go for a hike in the mountains, relax on a public beach, have a picnic in a beautiful city park, watch the sunset from a scenic viewpoint. These are the moments that truly stay with you. The feeling of the sun on your face, the sound of the birds, the breathtaking view from the top of a hill, these experiences are priceless. Before you travel, do a little research online for free things to do. Beautiful parks, stunning viewpoints, fascinating neighborhoods, all waiting to be explored for free. Museums, art galleries can be free too. In many cities, especially in the United Kingdom, major national museums are free to enter. Elsewhere, museums often have a free admission day. Finally, one of the most joyful free activities is people watching. Find a bench in a busy square, buy a small coffee or a local snack, just watch the world go by. A form of meditation, a way of connecting with the soul of a place. Travel is not just about the places you see, it is about the people you meet along the way. These connections are the real souvenirs. They are the treasures you'll carry in your heart forever. And the wonderful thing is, making friends does not cost a thing. If you're staying in a hostel, you are already in the perfect place to meet people. Do not be shy. Say hello to your roommates. Sit in the common area instead of hiding in your room. Join the hostel's social events like a free walking tour or a communal dinner. A simple "Hello, where are you from?" is all it takes. Another fantastic way to connect is by learning a few words of the local language. You don't need to be fluent. Learn how to say hello, thank you, and goodbye. Locals will appreciate the effort. It shows respect and genuine interest. Use technology to your advantage. Couchsurfing isn't just for places to stay. Check the Hangouts feature to find people nearby who want coffee, visit a museum, or explore together. Meetup.com is another great resource. Find groups for hiking, photography, or language exchange and join local events. Finally, be open and approachable. Your attitude is everything. Ask for directions, even if you know the way. Be curious about people's lives. Everyone has a story to tell. A brilliant adventure does not just happen by magic. It starts with a little bit of smart planning. The first step is to create a budget. It does not have to be complicated. Just work out how much you can save before you go, and then decide on a daily spending limit for your trip. Knowing your daily budget, for example £30 a day, £40 a day, is incredibly empowering. It turns saving money into a fun game rather than a stressful worry. Next, do your research, but do not overplan. It is a fine balance. It is wise to have your first few nights of accommodation booked, especially if you are arriving late at night. It is also good to have a general idea of the places you want to see and the things you want to do, but leave plenty of room for spontaneity. The best adventures often happen when you follow an unexpected recommendation. Packing smart is another key part of your planning. Travel with a backpack rather than a suitcase if you can. It is so much easier to manage. And please, pack light. You really do not need as much as you think. Lay out everything you think you need and then put half of it back. You can wash clothes as you go. A heavy bag will only weigh you down, physically and mentally. Remember to pack essentials like a universal travel adapter, a portable power bank for your phone, and a basic first aid kit. Finally, take care of the important but boring things. Check if you need a visa for your destination well in advance. Make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months after your planned return date. And please, please, please get travel insurance. It is an absolute must. It is a small price to pay for complete peace of mind. Let me tell you a little story that perfectly captures the spirit of what we have been talking about. A few years ago, I was in a small town in the north of Thailand. I was wandering through a local market. I stopped at a little stall to buy some delicious-looking mangoes, and I tried to say thank you in Thai Kob Kun Ka. The elderly woman running the stall gave me the most wonderful warm smile. Seeing my confusion, she gestured for me to follow her. Now my sensible mind might have said, "Don't follow strangers." But my adventurous heart said, "Go on. This is where the magic happens." She led me through a maze of back alleys to a small house with an open-air kitchen. Her family was there, preparing the evening meal. They showed me how to chop lemongrass. They showed me how to pound chilies in a pestle and mortar. We sat down together on a mat and shared the meal. It was simple, it was authentic, and it was one of the most profound and joyful experiences of my life. The whole thing cost me nothing but a few mangoes, but it was priceless. So when you travel, be brave. The world is waiting with open arms. Go on, my dear friends. Your grand adventure awaits. Take the leap. And don't forget, if this video has inspired you to start planning your own budget adventure, please give it a like and subscribe for more travel tips and stories. Until next time, happy travels, my darlings.